Storm. So let's take a look across the Gulf South, and we can see what is now left of Nestor is making its way up into out of Georgia and into the Carolinas, with the bulk of the rain out ahead of the system, now moving through most of South Carolina up into North Carolina. Now, as it did make landfall, it did produce a good bit of storm surge along the Big Bend region, anywhere from 4 to 5 feet along some of those locations, and it did produce a couple tornadoes through central Florida during the early morning and into the afternoon hours. But you can see the thing is weakening now and just bringing some much needed rain to portions of the Carolinas and working up the East Coast. We have high pressure building in the Gulf of Mexico behind it. That's bringing a south-southwesterly flow, and so with that flow, that's starting to pile up the waters a little bit along our coastal communities. So a coastal flood advisory does continue until 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, with tides running 1 to 2 feet above normal because of that southwesterly flow piling the waters up along the coast. But after that, and then with a front coming through on Monday, we should get that northerly return flow pushing the water back out to the Gulf. So through the overnight, we stay mostly dry, but you do see clouds will be increasing due to that southwesterly flow starting to push some more Gulf moisture over, maybe even some patchy fog to begin our Sunday. But those clouds do look to linger with us a little bit more. Times the sunshine, and with some heating, we could get a few isolated showers and even maybe a rumble of thunder to pop up tomorrow afternoon. We're going to keep the rain chances on the low side, so most of us do stay dry. Better chance to see it will be north of the interstate tomorrow afternoon, but that's something we will want to keep an eye on. But we're all worried about Monday with our next front making its way into the area. You can see by Monday morning, still off to the north-northwest up towards the Arklatex region. But by the late morning and around lunchtime, it'll start to make its way into the northwestern portions of Acadiana. It's a very thin line, but along that leading edge, that's where we could see 1 or 2 possibly stronger the severe storms with the damaging wind gusts, maybe a spin-up tornado. But I think the tornado threat is going to be more over into Mississippi. We're just going to be dealing with the damaging wind threat as that front pushes into our area. Makes its way down to the southeastern portion by late afternoon. This is now around 4 o'clock. So I would say anywhere from about 10 a.m. until about 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. But again, a very thin line for the showers, so we're not talking a whole lot of rain with this, just maybe 1 or 2 hours of moderate to heavy rains, and then it should move out of here. In our other model, very similar picture. So clouds will be increasing through our Sunday, isolated shower possible on our Sunday. Then as we go into our Monday, that's when the rain begins to make its way in. There you can see again, Monday morning off to the northwest, begins to dive south. Around lunchtime, we'll see those scattered showers start to pick up across the area. Then the possibility for some stronger storms during the afternoon and into the early evening, but most of it should be out of here by the time we head home from work Monday afternoon. But as mentioned, we do have that chance for severe weather, mainly north of the interstate. That's where they have that slight risk for the possibility of those damaging wind gusts, maybe an isolated tornado. Most of us, though, where the populated areas are in Acadiana, marginal risk, where we're just looking at damaging wind gusts as the main threat of 60 miles per hour. So you just might want to get those trash cans and make sure they're knocked down and get some of the patio furniture up and close to the house. Rainfall totals don't look to be too much, just around a ½ inch, maybe an inch on the high side. So flooding, no concern with that system, as it does look to move through pretty fast. So a mild evening out there with just increasing clouds. Temperatures pretty much holding steady in the upper 60s. Very low rain chances. And then for your Sunday, times of sun and clouds, but definitely clouds will be increasing throughout the day. A little warmer and a tad humid. Highs getting into those mid-80s with that low-end chance for a stray shower during the afternoon. Better rain chances as we go into Monday. We dry out and get cooler into the mid part of the week, and then rain chances return with another front by Friday, and that looks to bring some very chilly temperatures by next weekend, with highs in the 60s, overnight lows getting down into the 40s. So after a summer-like day tomorrow, fall definitely will be returning over the next couple of days.